High in the Langtang Valley of Nepal, nestled amidst snow-capped peaks, lay the ancient village of Kyanjin Gompa. The serenity of the place was deceptive, for the winds carried whispers that had haunted the valley for centuries. A group of 5 travelers, Riya, a daring mountaineer, Arjun, a historian, Maya, a photographer, and local siblings, Nima and Dawa, sought shelter in the village during an unseasonal snowstorm. That evening, as they warmed themselves around the tea-house hearth, the innkeeper, Alma Lamo, offered them butter tea and a cryptic warning. "Stay inside after dark," she said, her frail hands trembling as she stoked the fire. "The snow carries voices of the lost. If you hear them, ignore them. If you follow them, you won't return." Maya smirked. "Alma, do you mean ghosts?" "Spirits," Alma replied solemnly. "The guardian of an ancient relic was lost in these hills long ago. It said his soul roams, protecting something sacred. Many have vanished seeking it." Arjun leaned forward, intrigued. "What kind of relic?" Alma didn't answer. She stared into the flames, murmuring a prayer under her breath. That night, as the others slept, Riya jolted awake. She heard faint whispers, like a chant carried by the wind. Curious, she peeked out the frosted window and saw a shadow moving in the moonlit snow. "Arjun," she hissed, shaking him awake. "I saw something, outside." Arjun rubbed his eyes. "Probably the wind. Go back to sleep." "No, it was a shadow. I swear." Maya groggily joined in. "Let's check in the morning. If it's something worth photographing, I don't want to miss it." The next morning, they found strange, elongated footprints leading into the forest. Maya snapped photos as Arjun examined the prints. "These don't look human," he muttered, frowning. Dawa crossed himself nervously. "We shouldn't follow," Alma said. "She said not to wander after dark," Riya interrupted. "It's daylight. Let's see where these lead." Reluctantly, they followed the tracks into the forest. The air grew colder, and the whispers returned, louder and more distinct. The group stopped when they saw a cave hidden behind thick shrubs. "Looks like it's been sealed off before," Arjun said, brushing away vines to reveal a faint carving on the rock face. "This is Sanskrit. It says, 'Only truth will set you free.'" Riya laughed nervously. "What does that mean?" "Let's find out," Maya said, already stepping inside. Inside, the whispers turned into a low hum. The group found Nima and Dawa standing in a trance, staring at a glowing artifact resting on a stone pedestal. It was a crystal, intricately carved and pulsating with a faint, eerie light. Maya gasped. "It's beautiful." Riya reached out, but Arjun grabbed her hand. "Don't. It could be dangerous." Before they could decide what to do, the air grew heavy, and a spectral figure emerged from the shadows. It was a gaunt monk with hollow eyes and an otherworldly aura. "Who dares disturb the sacred relic?" The figure boomed, its voice echoing through the cavern. "We mean no harm," Arjun said, stepping forward. "We're just travelers." "You seek truth, but it comes at a price," the monk intoned. "Once seen, it cannot be unseen. Leave, or remain lost forever." The cave walls began to shift, the entrance disappearing as if swallowed by the earth. The group panicked, their cries blending with the ghostly whispers. "We're trapped," Riya shouted. Maya pointed her camera at the monk, desperate to document the event. When the flash fired, the monk screamed, its form flickering like a dying flame. "What did you do?" Arjun yelled. "I don't know," Maya stammered. "It's the light, it weakens him." Arjun remembered the Sanskrit inscription. "Only truth will set you free," he muttered. "It must be a mantra. Something sacred." He rummaged through his bag, pulling out a prayer wheel he had bought from the monastery. Holding it aloft, he began chanting a mantra he had heard earlier that day. "Om Mani Padme Hum." The monk's form wavered, the whispers turning into anguished cries. The relic dimmed, and the walls of the cave stopped shifting. "Keep chanting," Ria urged. The group joined in, their voices echoing through the cave. The monk let out a final, ear-piercing wail, before vanishing in a burst of light. The cave fell silent, and the entrance reappeared. They carried Nima and Dawa out, who regained consciousness, but remembered nothing. Back in the village, Alma Lamo looked at them with knowing eyes. "You have encountered the guardian," she said. "You are lucky to be alive." Maya developed her photos, but every image of the relic was blank. Arjun swore to write about the experience, though he doubted anyone would believe him. As they prepared to leave, Ria felt something in her pocket, a shard of the crystal she had taken when no one was looking. She didn't tell the others. That night, as they descended the valley, she heard the faintest whisper in the wind, calling her back.